a smart hydration solution? Well, let's see how we're going to turn this into this. Some of the problems I've always had with traditional hydration systems, especially on multi-day backpacking trips and fast packing, has been just kind of how awkward they are. You know, you can have your hydration bladder, and those are great if you're, going on a regular hike or like just a short-term usage. You know, you can carry them right in the sleeve of the bladder sleeve of your backpack, and the water is easily accessible to the front. Perfect. What happens when you need to refill that bladder though? You gotta take it out of the pack. Okay, usually there's like zippers and straps and hooks and stuff involved. You have to unfeed the hose from your pack straps or whatever it's fed through. And then you've got to awkwardly try and refill this bladder from a stream or some other water source. Now you have this huge full bladder that you're trying to stuff back inside a bladder pouch, inside an already full pack. Yeah, good luck with that. Other solutions, Nalgene bottles. Nalgene bottles are great. They're practically indestructible and they're easy to fill. You know, they fit in a lot of different pouches most of the time on a pack, or you can clip them onto a pack, but they're heavy. And they don't always fit in pack pouches, and you gotta clip it on, and then they're swinging around, and then when you're trying to actually get a drink of water, you've got to take your pack off or reach really awkwardly behind yourself to try and pull that water bottle out. It's a real pain. Now, most people, if you've been hiking trail systems for any length of time, have probably seen these smart water bottles. Beloved by section hikers, through hikers, day hikers, pretty much everybody. It's 1 full liter of water, which is perfect because a lot of those soft squeeze water bottles, especially in those like running vests, they're only half a liter, maybe 3/4 of a liter, and it's just not enough water. It's not near enough water. Okay. The cap means you can screw different filtration systems on. It's slim enough where it doesn't take up a whole bunch of room in a pack, and it fits just about everywhere, and it's really convenient for that, and super lightweight. Gotta love it. Now, I was thinking to myself, how could I make this better? And I'm like, well, why don't I turn this into a hydration bladder? Perfect. That solves all of my bulkiness issues, my pack fit issues, my refilling issues. And if I ever want to actually use something other than water in this, say I want to put some sort of fuel instead of just hydration, but like a fuel mixture, the bottles can get really disgusting after that. Well, I just replaced the bottle. I don't have to spend $50 on a new hydration bladder. Just a couple of bucks. Boom, it's that simple. All right, what you're gonna need for this, really simple. You're gonna go out and buy yourself one of these bottles. Boom, done. You're going to get some 3/8 tubing. Now, most tubing and hydration systems are 1/4 inch inside diameter. Now, I chose 3/8 inside diameter because I like to drink a lot of water really fast. And sucking water out of a 1/4 inch hose, never really liked it. I never really get, the drinking experience that I want. So I wanted more flow. So I chose 3/8 inch tubing. You're going to need a one-way check valve. Now this is a 3/8 check valve that fits inside this tubing. you're going to need to get just a little rubber bite to fit over the end. Now, this was made for a 1/4 inch, but it fits over this check valve, which is a 1/4 inch, perfectly. So, perfect solution. And what this is going to do is this is going to stop leaks from coming out of the other end of the check valve. I learned that. I thought maybe I would just need the check valve, and then boom, that's it. What do I need like some little bite valve thing on here for? And it leaks. So maybe you don't mind the leak, then great, you don't need this. But if you want to not have, little drips of water or leakage, yeah, you're gonna need this. You put it on top, boom, leakage solved. And then the actual tools you're gonna need is you're just gonna need a drill. You're going to need a 1/2 inch drill bit, and then a much smaller, tinier drill bit. Really anything that's very small. This is actually like, some 5/64ths, if you want to be specific, but really anything this tiny. Okay, how do we do this? First, you take your bottle, take the cap off. All right. What you're going to do is you're going to drill your 1/2 inch hole a little bit off center. Okay, and you'll find out why in a minute. You're going to take your drill bit, okay, and your drill, of course, we're going to simplify this, and you're going to drill a 1/2 inch hole just a bit off center. All right, now that you're done with this, you're going to take your little drill bit and your drill, and you're going to put another little hole just above the one you just drilled. Now what this little hole is going to be for, it's actually going to allow air to return to the bottle. So when I tested this before with just the one hole, was that when you suck through the tube, it's going to suck all the air out of the bottle as well and not allow it to return back into the bottle. So you're going to have no air circulation. Does this mean you might get a really small drip and this isn't exactly waterproof? Yeah, probably. But for me, that suits my purposes just fine. Okay, now for assembly. It's pretty easy. You're going to take your 3/8 inch hose or your 1/4 inch hose, whatever you decide. Now if you want to use 1/4 inch, you're going to need a 3/8 inch drill bit instead. Okay, because that's going to be the outside diameter of your hosing. So because I use 3/8 inside diameter hosing, it has a 1/2 inch outside diameter, thus the 1/2 inch drill bit. And this is really simple. You take this hose, you thread it through the cap, gets a little stuck. It's a tight fit because it's exact size. All right, there we go. You thread it through the cap. You get it to the inside length of the bottle. Okay. Like this. And then you cut the remaining tubing to the length that you need. Okay, so put this inside the pouch, wherever you're going to carry it, on your pack or whatever you're using, and then run the tubing wherever it's going to be convenient for you to drink from. Pretty simple. And then all that remains is just sticking this inside the tubing. Be aware that this is a directional valve. Okay, there's a little arrow on these ones, and depending on which ones you get, but they all should have an arrow or some sort of directional indicator, and that's going to be the flow of water. All right, so make sure the flow arrow is pointing to where you're going to be drinking from. Very important. All right, and then you're just going to stick it inside the end of the tubing. It goes pretty easy, just like this. All right, and then for your drip control, you just stick this right on top. and boom. Now you have one lightweight, functional, adaptable hydration system that's also easily replaceable. So, thank you for watching, and good luck.